Last week, this 11-year-old crossed 2,500 chess rating and scored a Grandmaster norm. Milestones that 99% of adults could never even dream of getting close to. And this kid has played more chess games than you have done anything in your life. So I'm going to break down exactly why winning is so easy that an 11-year-old can even do it. And by the end of this video, you will have no excuses that you can tell your friends or family about why you are not where you want to be in life. Did that piss you off? Good, because I'm going to need your entire attention for this to actually get through your brain. Quick couple of receipts so you know that I'm not guessing. Last year I graduated with my mechanical engineering degree, so I like numbers. And since then, I've been stress testing all of the productivity tips that I've been hoarding for the last 5 years. And here's what's changed. I've gone from playing hundreds of hours of video games to only a couple. My doom scrolling went from 19 hours a week to just 2. And the number of hours that I spent working went from under an hour a week to over 30 hours a week while having a day job. So here's the deal. I'm going to break this down into a very simple and easy formula that you can copy so you can avoid all of the morning routines and the lock-in phases, skip all of the BS, and actually get the output that you want. Because if a kid can get this many wins, so can you. Your phone is a leaky pipe. We're going to seal it so that you can actually get more shit done in the same 24 hours. You actually know where your time went yesterday, by app, by minute. I know you're not lazy. You wouldn't even got to the point in this video if you were. You are simply just leaky. If you open your screen time right now, what is the #1 culprit? Instinctively, you actually probably know. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, most likely one of them. But if you were able to just get 60 minutes a day back, that is 30 hours in a month. That's nearly the same number of hours as a regular job in a week. And you're doing that without really changing who you are or your schedule very much, right? So I want you to remember that motivation doesn't save you, measurement does. Try considering using time tracking apps or app blocking apps. They actually have a real impact. Cool, we've gotten your hours back. Now we need to give those hours a finish line so that you can actually turn them into something. One thing that is a hard truth to realize after school is that no one really gives you exam dates. Honestly, no one really cares about you too much after you've left them. I've noticed myself have to actually create my own deadlines because otherwise something that could take a day ends up taking a week. Actually, a perfect example of this is the 8 weeks that I have now mapped out towards a goal. This is urgency. I want you to picture this. You bought 2 tickets for something 8 weeks from now. One for you and one for somebody you don't want to disappoint. It could be anything, a design, a product, a video, even just a tournament. Now, what must exist by that date for you not to look stupid? What would you do this week if canceling meant you forfeited $100 and your own reputation? And who's that person that you would invite so that you don't back out? If that image starts to make your stomach turn, good, because that is urgency. That feeling can actually be engineered. When a date exists, your brain starts to create energy in order for you to accomplish that task by that time. Unfortunately, that is why exams work. It creates an immediate payoff. At bare minimum, you study the night before. If you're a good student, you probably study a week beforehand, but it forces you to practice what you have learned over the past semester. By creating urgency, you are creating a real consequence to not completing something by that certain time. And it causes you to dial in more than if you had just left that goal to be in a non-existent future. Now we need to make this system more reliable because momentum starts to die out if you miss something more than once. Okay, skipping once is human. Everybody is not perfect. But when you start to miss something twice, that is a pattern. Because the reality is that whatever you miss today, you are poisoning tomorrow with that guilt and also the backlog that you just created. And I want you to end that today. At my jiu-jitsu gym, my coach has a very simple rule for me. Show up to the mat. No matter if you're sore, tired, whatever it is, because he told me that every time that I come, I improve. And I've tried to enforce that in everything that I do. I just have to be there. No matter how awful I perform, I just have to keep going, because the moment that I stop showing up is the moment that I quit. So what is your mat for you? What are you going to do tomorrow that you're going to show up for, no matter what it is, so that you can improve? Because discipline is not perfection. It is better defined by the time it takes for you to actually get back up. I realized that the moment that I refuse to quit is the moment that I actually start to build belief in myself. I can start to believe the words that I'm saying because I have irrefutable proof that I am going to do what I said I'm going to do. And with that, your momentum starts to flow and your calendar starts feeling more real than a fantasy and this make-believe chat GPT schedule that you made for yourself that's just completely unrealistic. So an 11-year-old can win because the system is simple. Keep coming, protect your time, and keep your promises. And that's exactly what we just built. Optimization gave you your hours back, deadlines created urgency, and showing up makes the whole thing real. You're not trying to be the person you want to be. You are actually being the person you want to be, and the numbers back you up. And if you do that, this video will have worked for you. But the only next step is to actually start to learn what you want to do and what you are doing. And in this video, I break down exactly how to get ahead of 99% of other people by learning faster than them. And I made it so simple and easy for anybody to understand.